Muggy Friday. Hey, good morning. Your girl wake up, you see? She feed her kids them already. Only thing she got to do now go brush her dirty mouth, okay? So guess what? Your girl wake up. Wake up. Crazy. Wake up. Wake up. Your girl wake up, guys. Look. Look at her. Hey. I woke up. And I woke up this time and I get up already. Made my kids breakfast and send up some prayers for the Lord and everything. And it is Muggy Friday. Let me put this stand up, guys. It's Muggy Friday, guys. Muggy Friday. So, hope everybody is doing good. So it is Muggy Friday. Last night was nice though. The weather wasn't bad last night at all. So good morning. Your queen is here. Guys, I want to read. Come on. It's Muggy Friday. It's Muggy Friday. It is Muggy Friday. Here with Resilient Queen, it's Muggy Friday. The kids are sleeping. They wake up, they eat. They breakfast already. But you know how kids are. Let me put this up. So good morning. It's Muggy Friday. And my mom just called me too. So that's good. That's good. That's good. And mom called me. So it is Muggy Friday. It is Muggy Friday. But Resilient Queen is up and it's Muggy Friday. It's Muggy Friday. But Resilient Queen is up and it's Muggy Friday. Alright. I gotta turn my volume down and I'm gonna put somebody in the background so I can watch them. Just watching the replay. It's Muggy Friday. So I'm gonna put somebody in the background. Okay, it's not long. So I'm gonna have somebody in the background. That's how we do it. That's how I used to do it, and we'll be doing it. So it's Mug. Let me turn that down, cause you know it's not allowing me. I just don't want to turn my personal phone down too much. You know what I mean? So yeah. So good morning. It's Muggy Friday. It's Muggy Friday. It's Muggy Friday. Yeah. It's Muggy Friday. Enjoy with Naomi. Say hello. Hello, enjoy with Naomi. How are you today? Your queen is muggy today. She is doing good, but she is muggy today. She muggy, 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 muggy. It's a like and done. Oh, I like that. It's a like and done. So we like and done. What that? Not it like up. It's a song you say like and done. So me like and done. What that? No me like up. You know, it's actually a song. What they say? Something under they say. What that? And they say, no me Bible, you know, Jamaican have some songs. Anyway, let me put somebody in the background. I just finished with one person. So they say, as usual, awesome. Thank you. Enjoy with Naomi. Actually, I'm gonna run you up in the background. I just run somebody up just now. But the video was one that they had that was on my community post. So let me run you up. So good morning. And, so yay. So me like and done. So me like and done. What that? Now me likes up. Really, really, really enjoying. Thank you. Thank you. Enjoy with Naomi. Give me a second. Let me enjoy with Naomi. Enjoy with Naomi. Say with oh yeah. You know what? I don't know why. Oh, congratulations, Naomi! Congratulations! You have 1,004 subscribers. Yeah! Woo-hoo! Congratulations. All right, let me run one of your videos. All right. Uh, I watched that live. Okay, I watched that live you were on the other night. All right, let me watch your second live. Then the first live you did, I didn't see that. I was searching for that live and I couldn't find it, but I was watching half of it. So let me finish watch it out there, and I'm gonna finish watch. Oh yes, I was on that live. So after you come off live, you have to go back and rewatch live, so that the people then can get the watch hours. So oh okay. Okay. Okay, then I have no comment up in this one. The first live you did, which 4 days ago, when you were playing the Ludi game there, they don't have no comments, so I can't leave no comment there. I guess comment is turned off. But I was already like it up and everything already, so yeah. What did you say? Here is so beautiful weather today. Oh, nice, nice. Is it muggy? It's a many, many thanks, dearest friend. Thank you. You just keep going, keep pushing out what you got to do. You know what I mean? Keep showing up, and then people will show up for you. Okay? It is only for my subscribers. Sports. Okay, okay. All right. So let's go, guys. So my kids are sleeping, and I already get them breakfast. I have me some garbage right here to take home. I'm almost done with my paperwork over there. I was doing some this morning and stuff. Yep. So I fed them already, and because I'm gonna drive the car this morning, I don't have to worry much. I don't have to worry much at all. So they got good. Can give them a little break. So and then because the time is so muggy, so anybody see with a headband over my head the other day? See? I turned it into a skirt. Turned it into a skirt. Look. Let me tell you how creative people be. Don't bother look for me bathroom now. Me just a show them my skirt. See my skirt? I can't turn around doing also. That's my skirt. That's my skirt. It don't show you how, boy, I tell you, creativity in this world in a family. We know we're creative, but we're a creative set of people. So good morning. Good morning. It's my favorite queen, you are. Oh, thank you so much. This is a crazy queen, the resilient queen. And since I can, guys, well, the song said, don't lose your way with each passing day. I'm telling you, I lose mine all the time. Lovely, 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 lovely. Hey, my deep hairstyle in the house. Say me like and done, say me like and done. What that? Now me likes up, like and done. Say we like and done. What that? Now me likes up, like and done. Say we like and done. What that? Now me likes up. Actually, it's a song when they say what? Something another about one me Bible. So, oh Lord, I don't remember. This natty head here tick like what? So sweet you are. Thank you. Enjoy with Naomi. And congratulations on your 1,000 subscribers. Enjoy with Naomi. I know Kitty. Did you tell Kitty? I know Kitty happy. I know the cat is happy. He always say meow. He probably say mama meow. Meow. He's telling you congratulations. Like meow. Mm-mm. Yes, man. You just keep working, enjoy with Naomi. Same way you were doing it. Just keep pushing the same way. Just keep pushing hard. Anybody out there, keep pushing hard. Reward do come true, but you have to wait. The song said, just gotta wait. It is no joke. My pet is no joke. So good morning. This is Resilient Queen. The crazy queen is in the kitchen. Not in the kitchen. Sorry, that's not my kitchen. In the bathroom. Oh my god. Oh my god. Yes, I got glad I fed my kids already. Oh, the rice cereals taste so good, but guys, the heat is on. And then I got an email about this place here, guys. Ain't God good? And let you know, because I never get to go to that important meeting. So I got to email her back to see, because I know the game's supposed to start pretty soon. And then I got to fill that thing out and sign my kids up. He already have his gloves already. So, yeah. So, and then we're going to do a music video with me here, just like this. Just like this. Ragamuffin. Ragamuffin. Raga. My hair is still moist, guys. Ooh, it's still moist. Yeah, still moist. Yes, and then after that, we get them make some breakfast. Breakfast. So just gotta wait. Just gotta wait. So I gotta brush my teeth. Didn't even get to drink no water this morning yet. Because I don't like me wake up long time. So I don't like me wake up long time. So just gotta wait. The mad cow is out. This is what we say. Look, what kind of mad cow hairstyle is this? Look at the cow. Look at the cow. The cow is out. Good morning to everybody. So the cow is out. You know, sometimes you hold on your head, you know, look good when you hold on your head with hair, certain hairstyle. But then you hold up your head and you say, what? Crazy girl. Don't worry, let me see if this can guys, I got so much work to do. Ooh. Ooh. Okay. Okie dokie. Okay. 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 My hair shrink. I put so much stuff in there. Oh, I thought it would be hard to comb. I was worried about it being hard to comb, but no, it's not the case yet. Can you see what one thing you're gonna understand? You see these kind of texture here? You let them too loose and not have them moisturized. You're gonna have to call the barber. You have to spray water up in this here like crazy. But I guess when they keep it moisturized, you don't have to worry. Because I was worried that it was gonna be too thick because I was riding all day this week and sweating. But I'm shocked. I am shocked. You know, only part was kind of thick, is right here, kind of tender, but everything else no, because this piece was left over. Everything else was nice and moist, still all greasy and everything, you know. So yeah. And then in the summer, your hair gets so thick that you can't even put too much moisturizer in this kind of hair. Even though I got me a blow dryer, I need to get many of them, but to give us so thick, people. Super duper thick. And so, ooh, oh, super duper thick. But you see, it's so greasy. I don't even need any moisturizer much in my hair today. But I don't need no moisturizer much up in there. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. But your girl is gonna braid it into. I need to get it washed so I can put some extension in there. I have some nice color braids. I'll show you the braid I'm aiming for. And I know it will fit my complexion. And I will show you the braid I'm talking. I bought it, I think last year to do my hair, and I didn't do it. So I definitely, I even, 1 year I told one of my, when my son teacher bought that hair, she put it in her hair. You should see how beautiful the hair was. So beautiful, you know. I don't know where I get this dent in my head. I don't know if when I was little bit, I walked up in something and the dent in my head. I have a dent. I have a dent. Yes. Well, good morning, family. You crazy queen, you talented queen. She's right here. When I mean talented, in my head, in my own hair, in my own hair, in my own hair. I'm just trying to part this thing out. They can be scented. That's all I'm trying to do. Mind you, I don't know how the back look. Because when they part in the back of your hair, oh, forgot I can't turn around. Hey. Oh my God, Lord. Your queen is crazy. Your queen is crazy. So good morning, man. Good morning, people. Good morning. So I think this is not a scoochie. These are some hand wrist thing. You know the hand wrist thing we then give every time you go on function. That's what I'm using in my hair. And my hair start to sweat. Oh, my hair shrink. And my hair need to be steamed. Steam, steam, steam. I look too differently. But whoop, whoop, whoop. Yeah, my hair need to be steamed. Can see the ends. Like they need to be steamed. Shape up. Yeah. Need to be steamed. Yeah. You can tell lots of steam my hair. I put all kind of stuff in it. I can tell lots of steam it. Alright, let's get this here started. Let me see, how do I want to do it? Okay. I don't know. Sometimes you're doing your hair and you don't have no clue of how you actually want to do it. You know? So, don't clue of how you actually want to do it. So, good morning. I'm going to do underhand and see how I want it. This is just underhand, you know, which is a little bit more hectic than anything else. So all I'm gonna do, braid this, braid it. So I said, Lord, I thank you for the day. So that's what I'm doing, underhand cane, okay? I used to get it that tighter, neat. But the problem what I learned in with doing here, if you're not practicing much, you won't get the consistency that you're looking for. If you're not consistent with doing it here like before I used to do it, you know what I mean? So if you're not consistent with it, you're not going to get it. But it's still need, is it? Still need, but you have to be consistent. Yeah. Gotta be very consistent. Very consistent with doing it here. Okay. Consistency is the key. for life. Yeah. So that's the key here. You gotta be very consistent when you're doing your hair. That's the only difference. You gotta be very consistent. You see, it starts sweat already. You see all that sweat? Tight color. Muggy Friday it is. It's Muggy Friday. All right. And I know gel not gonna work up in here. So that's how this is done. And then I have the other side to do. Okay. So yes, ma'am. And you know what too? I love go hairdressers and see they do this in box in braids, just like that. It's so cute. So cute. I can do it too in braid. But it is so cute. When you feed in the braid, it is so cute. But you know, the hairdressers that do these things every day, the consistency level is on fleek. Neat. Cause you know, with this, you know, it's because you're going underhand with it. So yeah man. You're going underhand, so I'm telling you know. Yep. Alright, so we have one more side left. You know, creativity, you know, everybody have a level of creativity within. Because I know people who can braid just like this, but they can't braid the other way around. But they can literally braid your hair just like this, but they just cannot braid the other way. So even though you will say, oh, but everybody can braid, but not everybody literally can braid the same way. And then even the way everybody set their hand is somewhat different, you know what I mean? Somewhat different. So everybody kind of braid their hair differently. So good morning. This is underhand Kano. And one thing I kind of like with this one more, as opposed to the other one when you're doing it with those two braids, this one kind of make everything a little bit more neater because the way you take it off, you see? So I'm going in with these two hands and then I'm just slide from right here, slide up and get it nice and neat. See what I'm saying? And then you hold firm and then you just see, and then the piece that is in the middle now, because the left hand piece is right here now. So the piece that was in the middle, I'm gonna put it right here and scoop it up with some more hair, and then go around like this. Take out piece and see. Always scoop with your big finger in this hand, and scoop up, and then hold firmly. You know, if you wanna apply pressure, if you don't wanna apply pressure, you don't have to. You know, you can do it nice and loose, but it won't last as long as when you kind of apply a little pressure to get it a little neater. You know what I mean? Yeah, but people who do braids a lot, when they do this in your hair, it's cute. Super duper neat. Especially if you do it in big braids. It's way cuter in big braids like these. So neat. So neat, you know what I mean? So, and then if they gel your hair, I'll put it in there. Ooh, with braids, like feeding braids in there. Super cute. Super cute. Yeah. And it's a little bit more neater, you know, see so much of your edges out. You look, it look like I brushed my hair up already. So when you're feeding in, you just swoop up with your hand. You know, so you get all those little baby hair and stuff in there. You know what I mean? So yeah. But you have to hold it firm because if you don't, then you will lose the consistency of it and then it start become loose. And then because with this kind of hair, if you don't make it firm enough, it won't last not even 2 days. Because by the time, if especially if you're a person who sleep bad, it won't last not even 2 days because by the not as neat as I said, you have some hairdresser that are consistent with these kind of braids. You will know because if you do your hair like this before, you know. and they put these in for you. Ooh, with some extension. So cute. Every female I ever see with it in their hair would then go and get it done. So cute. And the way the hair is a lady hair, super cute. But it's more cuter in big braids, not when it's too small. One of the favorite way we used to love to do this is part a circle in your hair, in the middle of your head, and braid it up. Because that's how when you're braiding your hair up and you can't get to braid your hair up, that's how, if you're doing it by yourself. So that's how comes I learned to do this here. Like you want to braid your hair up in one and you can't get it up in one. So you just turn it around, catch it, and then you go crisscross, 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 and get it up. One day I will have to show you how I normally braid my hair up. So if I want my hair into a ponytail and I want to braid it up, I can show you how I braid the back, how I braid the front, how I to get it. You know, even just in four, I don't have to show you thing I know more than four. You know, and I'll show you how. So that's it right there. Hmm? It there. So it's not bad. And I like this a little bit more because it's a bit more neater when you do it, even if you do it yourself and you want to hold your hand firmly, you know, especially this hand. This is the hand that working because the upward. This hand is just a supportive hand, you know what I mean? To help hold the braid while this one is mostly the one doing most of the work and stuff like that. So you will find that if you don't braid your hair in a while, your wrists will kind of hurt you a little bit. If you're doing your hair yourself, you know what I mean? As opposed to somebody. So it's nice. You know what I mean? And then when you're done with this here, you won't get the length as what you're gonna get from the other braid. That more stretches because this most of this here is kind of poof under. So what I'm doing now is just tying it. And it's neat. It's neat. It's neat, 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 neat. Neat, 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 neat. Hold on. Let me show you. It's neat. It's neat, 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 neat. So it's neat. Not bad, right? How much would you give this braid for done? How much would you get it? And when we're looking at the neatness of the braid, you see the pattern, the line right here? That's what we're looking at. Because if it's too loose, because right now this feel hard enough, you know? And then you have some people who can make it so neat you would think it's the other braid. Super neat, 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 neat. I used to do it too, but you know, consistency is, as I say, consistency is something else. If you're not, you know, your hand get tired when you drop off a motion. You know what I mean? So, there you go. Where's my soap? These kids, I'm telling you. These kids, I'm telling you. Yes, family. So we get up on here, you know. I used to do my hair so much, you know, I do it in different style, but because I can do anything to my hair, family. Anything I want. If I see a hairstyle or then on I want it in my hair, I just have to just look and see how it is done and I get it done. But you know, there you go. Because I taught myself how to braid. Don't you see, even the zigzag cane row, I taught myself how to do that in my own hair. And then log on, they have a cane row called log on. It's similar to zigzag and stuff. And I learned it. And I remember when I went to the Bahamas back in the time when it came out. Or so when I went to the Bahamas, I showed my sister how to do it. And she's doing it now. Yeah. Back in the days when a new hairstyle come out, scissors, cut and all these things. Yeah, man. Dollar sign, all of them. I do them in my hair, all of them in my own hair. Because I didn't have nobody here to practice in, so I do it in my. Plus my cousin, he was so short at the time, so we mostly just braid our plait. And then uh, I have a male cousin by my adopted mother's side, and he used to have long hair. So he used to come and let me braid his hair, and he always like the dollar sign or so, but his facial shape is more like my little son. So, you know, those here are nicer to when you're braiding them. Also, yeah, man. So I'm grateful for the day. Where will we go? So good morning, your girl is up. We got something to take care of, so your girl is up. Say good morning. So I go wash my face. I realize that the sunscreen and the sebum me I use. Me I use it a lot from the other day. Not a discipline. Not so bad on the face for me. I'm telling you. Me a second. So what I did was brush my teeth. Now I'm gonna brush my tongue. So excuse me a little bit, family. Excuse me. It's not easy, you know. Woo. You see that drinks I made the other day, family? I need to make me back some with the carrot also. And that cabbage, I need to make me back some. That was a very good drink. I just need to get me a bigger juicer, but that was a very good drink. A very good drink, family. I'm thankful for the day. So I'm using the Dove soap to wash my face. I say, thank God for Dove. Ooh. Mm. You see me washing my face. This is how I look when I'm washing my face. I will never open my eye when I'm washing my face. Oh, I'll never open my eye, family. I never brave like that to open my eyes with soap. Not with soap. Ooh. Not with the soap. Oh, not that brave with that. When you wash your face, do you open your eyes with the soap in there? Like when you rub it like that? Or do you just close your eye and feel around like me? Or you just close your eyes and feel around like me? Or you just wash your eyes and feel around like me? Which one do you do? Look, I took out a new towel last night and I don't know where I put the towel. I think I have an idea. My alarm going off. Okay. I'm grateful for the day. 1 year I went to this here, 1 year I went to this road race, right? And as much as you look at the face and you don't see, you might not see anything much. Like I say, wow, her skin not bad or anything. And I went to this thing and I pushed my face under the machine that they had there and stuff. And I'm saying, wow, it's amazing to see what you can see with the naked eyes, but it's amazing to see all the technology that they create to look up into your pores, look up and see everything to see if you have any blackhead and all these things. And it's amazing to see how the things you can see on the outside, what you can see through a microscopic machine there that with the laser light, or what they call it, and they look up into your pores and they could tell you where every blockade is on your face. I'm like, wow. I say, wow, wow, wow. He said, wow, wow, wow. So, oh yeah. I'm grateful for the day. And then if you're a person who like, I like to keep my edges. I don't like to let my edges out, you know. And then I like this hair side because if my hair itch, boom, 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 quick and fast. Boom, 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 quick and fast. Just like that. And boom, it's done. Boom, it's done. Done, done, done. All right, so let's get into this for dark spots. You have any dark spot around? This is the one. This is the one. So good morning. Welcome to Resilient Skin routine right now. She's doing that's skincare. Face care. I don't think that don't call it no skincare. That's face care. The Resilient Queen face care. Face care. I think this one works too because around here so it used to be so dark. Snap back coach, hey Queen, hey everyone in the chat, bless up yourself. Snap back coach, how you doing? So I think this one worked because I used to run here, so it used to be a little bit dark. I don't know. Maybe you can always go back and look at some of my videos also until and see if it does work. So we just add in some of this on here for dark spot, and then they tell you to protect this with sunscreen. And you put this on the thing they tell you to put this in with sunscreen. You know, but I've been doing good over the years so far because I've not really put that much on my face. Maybe a sugar scrub every now and then, but nothing, nothing really. Just soap and water. Or as I say, sometimes I don't wash the face. I just keep going. Don't wash no face. You know what I mean? That's the truth, you know. I have dark circles under my eyes. You have dark circles under your eyes too. Okay, well maybe you need to try this. Maybe you can watch back some of my videos and look around here. You see how it's dark, so dark. When I mean dark, dark, not dark, dark, but you know. So this, get this one. And then you know what worked too. They said, you know when you have the cucumber, you cut the cucumber peel, put it in the fridge, let it cool, and at night before you lay down, you put them over your eye. That help you to help with your eyes and baggage and all these things. I need to start getting some, but you know, so put some serum, take care of this the face here. Even over the years, I've been doing good with it, just with water and soap. That's it. You know what I mean? So just with water and soap. You know, as I said, sometimes don't even wash no face. Because my face is always producing oil, so you can't even tell if I just wash my face or not. Because my skin is naturally oily, especially my face. My face, not the rest of my body. Just my face. You know. So yeah. And then I go in. So that was serum I was using there. And then you say whatever that cream was, you flashed it. Oh, sorry. This one. That was the one. And then This one you can get it, I think, in the hair shop. Yeah. And this is the serum. This is serum. So if your skin not produce enough oil or so, and then it over here is so humid and you will dry your skin out so fast. So even if your skin produce oil, it's good to have like a serum to use. You don't have to use it every day. You know what I mean? It's not something you have to use. So this is sunscreen and serum as well. So this is sunscreen to protect the face. Cause but this one I love this sunscreen. When I used to use it just by itself, oh I love it. Invisible Daily Defense Face Serum Sunscreen 60. I love this brand. I loved it. These are not promotional videos, but I'm just saying I loved it. You know, I loved it so much. I've been using it for I think since 2023. My son godmother come here and I got some more up in there, so I gave her one and tell her to try. Let me know if she like it. Neutrogena. And Neutrogena has been around for so long too. You know. Mm-hmm. I'm just gonna slowly really cushion on my finger, not to irritate the skin. And just rub this in. Rub this in. And that's what keep the face. But just remember, when you sweat, and I don't like to rub it underneath the neck, because when you rub it underneath your neck, when I'm sweating, all you see is a white line, and you probably say, "Why her neck is so white?" Because the cream, when you sweat, you just clogging these lines. You see your neck lines. Like yesterday, I saw my poor baby when he sweat down, and from all the, we skin really collect debris in the daytime. I was looking at my son yesterday, and under his poor little neck, you see the black line, and I mean a black line, the dirt line. I call them dirt line when the debris or the dust particles are what we're doing. Just sit right underneath your neck. It's just clog right there. I'm like, wow. You see why they say when you come off the road, or so you go take a quick shower, take your clothes off, and so because if if you're just riding and you can collect that much debris under your neck or so, or sweat so much, you know what I mean? Can you imagine all the bacteria? Take your road clothes off and all these things, take your shoes off and all these things. Because just looking at it, I see you just sweat, and your body, you know. I'm like, wow, crazy. And I buy this one, I need to start use it again. Okay, this one is deep pork charcoal cleaner. I bought this at Family Dollar, this one. I use it a few times, but sometimes you get lazy sometimes. So I just stick with it. The method I know. And then I have my eye cream. This eye cream I get it from the Glow Fair. This one is offline. This is an eye cream. Will help with your eyes, but I'm not consistent with these things. Just to put on here. And they say help reduce baggage. But I'm not consistent with these things, family. I have a spot under this eye right here. When I was working at this shop, and somebody threw a rock and it catch me there. We were playing around because you play around, and he throw a little rock and he duck and it just boom right there in my eye, right under here. Yeah. And then when time grandma passed away too, I get the same damage under the eye. When grandma passed away, I was at work working, and the day after she passed, actually, not my actual grandma, I used to tutor her granddaughter for her, and I called her grandma because she took me for her granddaughter, so I called her grandma, but she was actually my grandmother and stuff. And so I said, no, I have some charcoal face cleanser, and yes, you do get lazy. I agree. Yes, sometimes, yes, man, you get lazy sometimes for real. No doubt about it. And I bent down that day to dig them. I was in the meat production. I bend down that day to dig the meat. And there was this metal stand that they have the boxes on because they couldn't put them on the floor. You don't put the meat on the floor. They have a start thing there and you have a metal piece left out like a stand. And I slip and my eye go right down under there. I could have lost my eye, and this would be in 2010. I could have lost my eye. So I could be no eye. So I only have the mark now, you know. Yeah, but sometimes, you know, doing skincare, you know, I just want to know I got my Dove soap and I wash my face. Well, it don't really matter if I Dove soap. Any soap I get, I wash my face. But from lately, I have a lot of Dove soap, so that's what I be washing my face with. So, because I use body wash to bathe. I don't bother with the soap no more. Or I use heavy soap as a backup to bathe. If I run out of body wash, then I have the soap as a backup. And I think all females should have that in their house always. Because just in case if you don't have no, you run out of body wash and you can't get to go get any, also you have soap as a backup because those things come in very handy. You know what I mean? Yeah, they come in very handy. So I get that out the way, my hair done. I don't know look tree bad family, no look tree bad. So it's always about when you get the time, because sometimes we don't have no time, because sometimes we have other things to do, and the only thing we can do is brush, wash our teeth, or anything. Even but wash our teeth, wash our face. I even buy one of those, you know, those electric floss thing where you go to your teeth or something. Up till now, I ever even use it. I bought one. I gave one to my mom when she was here, and I get one for myself. Up till now, I ever even use it. So it's like this cream was a good one too. This one. I used to have the day one and the night one, the AA brand one. This one very good. This one. Used to use it a lot. But I think the day one is done because I used to use it so much on my skin. You know. Mm. So I used to use it. But this one is the night one. Like when you wash your face, you put it on there. So yeah. And then I have one of the CVS brand. This one is for like acne control. I did not think we use it. I don't think we use it at this time. But it's good to have your stuff because, as I said, you might get up one day and say, you know what? I'm just gonna do wash my face and take care of my face and everything. And then there you go. You have your cleanser going. You have everything going right there for you. You know what I mean? So such is life. And I love these mouthwash. Ooh wee. Mm-mm. Mm-hmm. 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 Uh-huh. Uh-huh. Sorry. You see when my hair itch, I use this to help. This is a braid scalp and cleanser rinse, but I use it in my hair if my hair itch. So instead of me itching it and getting irritable, I just use some of this because it's cold. So you go in there and it kind of just works so wonders. Okay, so let me show you the braid that I want to challenge myself to put in my hair. Hold on. Anybody ever use mouthwash and then you have to keep spit? That's me. Yeah. Hold on. Let's go in my junk. Let's go in my junk. Let's in it smell sweet. So let me show you the braid that I want to put in my hair. Wow. Look, I got a bunch of braid over here, guys. So I told you I used to these braids and got my little stuff here and stuff my beads stuff. So this is the color braid that I want to use. Yeah. I got some green packer braids and stuff like that. So where's the one I want to show you? Okay, this is the one I want to show you. That's the one I want to use, guys. That's the one. Yeah, these are nice. And then see, color the end through. So I want to do this one. And if you want to be a roster, so that's the one I want to use, somebody. So yes, man. Because what happened was that I had bought the bread and thought I didn't have any. So that's why you see so much of these bread in here. Because normally when you buy like 4 pack of braids or so. And then some of these are from leftover braids. I think ponytail or so. I think I got 1 pack of these left in me. But this one I used the other day, the orange one that was in my hair. So this is a piece that left or so. And then I want to put these crystal clear beads in my hair. And then I got a few lion hair left up in here. And most of the rascal here. So yes, man. So this is my hair bag. See, because what I had done was when I had and bought these twice, not realizing that I already had them. You know what I mean? So that's why I got them there. But at least if I need my hair to braid, I just use what I got. What they say? They say love what you got, use what you got. So at least then I can use it. So yes, family. So that's what I got. Yep. Snapback say, yeah man, fire. You say you just have a hair store. Yes, I got a hair store. It's I have some hair have to get rid of cause I am not going back to braid and keep my hair locked. Oh well, you know what? Find one store in a center that have children, young children with like female center. I'm gonna donate it there cause maybe little young girls there can use it to braid their hair, depending on the color braid you were having, you know, so they can use it. I see I got my wig here too. I just need to fix them up. I got my this is my blue shade of wig. I just need smell good. Oh, smell good, guys. You know it smell like you're fresh. I got the other one up here. This is like bang, bang, bang. This is bang wig. Bang, 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 bang. So and let me tell the female, you get some thumbtacks and put up your braids up there. If you don't have nowhere to store them, if you have a nice wall and they play and because the thumbtack they look at thumbtacks not going to damage your wall. Okay? So you just get your thumbtacks and put it up there. So if you have a wall space and you want to hang your braids up, that's the trick. You get the little thumbtacks and you hook your braids up and you're good to go, family. So you don't have to worry to store them anywhere. And then sometimes you forget about them, especially if you don't wear wig a lot, you might forget about them. So get a thumbtack and you hook them on your wall, okay? If you have that, and stuff like that. So that's only if you have that. And then that's it, you know. And then I got me some stuff in here. I need to finish organize up. And my room, I need to sort my baskets out with my sheets and everything. To get everything together. But I am not worried about not a damn thing right now. Not a thing. Let me get out of here. Because just looking at it sometimes you're like, hey. Yeah. So maybe you can give those braids to a home with little children. When I mean little children, some places have home communities where young girls are at, and I must say that internet don't like my phone, and where they're at, and then that way, you know, it could save them a day of going to the store for buying braids. You know what I mean? So yeah. Like recently, I had donated so many bags of clothes for the kids, and I still need to go through this little one because when I used to work family, I have money or go anywhere and I can get stuff for them, I'm gonna go get it for them to make sure they have what they need to have, because that's very important as mothers to try to make sure you get them something that they can have. You know what I mean? Not just anything, but to have something that they can have. And I'm glad I did that because when I fall on hard times, like now where you just have to make sure you pay your bills. Also, I am so happy I did that, you know. You say, yes, I need to do that. I need to bring some things to the city. Yes, man. So like donating to like homes that have host children that their parents, some of them probably orphaned, or some of them they just not in their homes or whatever the reason may be. They might looking for, as they say, sometimes you might not be able to help everybody with the liquor that you have, but if you can help one or two person, that is enough help. You know what I mean? So yeah, and then you can always start from there, and then take on because most of these volunteer places that volunteer to help young children, they would be so happy to know that somebody's stepping on board, and whatever you have, you can donate to whatever resources. Yes, man, because with everything that's going on nowadays, with inflation and all these, so everything helps, you know, it really helps. I'll be getting broke over here. So it does help, you know what I mean? It does help. But I had bought the braids and then I forgot. Because my memory is not as bad as before. Because after I had baby, ooh, I don't remember it. It's still bad, but not bad, like forgetful. I'll forget something. I say I'm going to do something and then I split second, I don't remember what I was going to do. Quick. But that's memory for you, you know. But that's one of the things I will say that it's not easy. So when you can, you have to just do what you can do. Where's my stoppers? I don't see my stoppers. So I have a few dish. I need to cook some spinach today myself. So yes, mommy, we need some. Oh, see my stoppers. So I need to do some cooking today. I had set some water up in my dishes and I didn't wash the dishes. I'm probably not too tough. It's tough over here. Well, not that. That's not. I left the house. When you ride in your bike or so, you're on the road or you get a little ride, you run in your errands. By the time you get back home, remember that. But it's not a whole lot of this, so that's the good part of it. It's just two little dishes. Yeah, you know what I call the dishes already? Irritating dishes. Irritating. Want to eat all of them, but boy, they're irritating. Love my dishes, but boy, they're irritating. Every time you look in the sink, you see irritating dishes. So that's what I call it. That's how I motivate myself to wash these irritating dishes. They're irritating. I used to buy the paper plates, but sometimes, all the time, you have to have the one use of paper plates. You know what I mean? My son, my son's school called me when the school them be calling to find out if they're sending back the kids them to the school. So my big son's school called me. The lady said, "Hi, you are so and so." I said, "Yes, ma'am." She said, "Are you sending back your son to school with us?" I said, "Most definitely, for sure." We were joking around. The lady first started laughing. I said, "Yeah, yes, man, you can come over." I forgot what we were talking about. I bust out laughing and telling him. I was a bit look at So as I say, it's not a lot of dish I have. Just few look irritating, nerve-wracking dish. And I need to go to Sam's Club. I need to thank you. I need to clean up fridge out one of these days. I need so many things to do. You want to take care of the more important things first. Because when you're in the house, you can always take your time and play around with what you can play around. When I mean play around, take care of what you can take care of little by little when you're in the house. But other things that waiting on you, you can't do that, you know. You can't do that. So, you know, you can't do that. And then I was planning to buy myself another bottle of bleach. But I realized I have bleach. I don't need no bleach right now. You know what I mean? So greetings to one and all. And soap, you see I use the soap washing dishes. They go by fast. Oop. They go by super fast. Got two buckle of olive oil over here. So this morning, family, we wash up the dishes them and stuff like that. And get them out the way. But since, as I said, since the car downstairs, I don't have to stress that much, you know. What for breakfast? I'm gonna make some. I'm gonna make me some sandwich and stuff, but nothing really for breakfast much. Now, maybe when I come back, I need to make me some omelet, but I don't even know if I have a lot of eggs. Cause from the other day, the kids them eat out all the eggs. They love eggs, and then we weren't eating any egg for a good little while. So they said, "Mommy, I need some eggs." So I give it to them, fry them with olive oil, and give it to them. You know, so I'm gonna make a sandwich for my son to take with him, and stuff like that. But I finished with the planting because the planting was so good. I didn't even bother let me waste. And then I need to do my sweet potatoes because they springing up and I don't have a garden. And if I'm gonna plant them in the middle of my head top. Yeah. This water is so hot. So I wanna make me some breakfast and then I have some wash pot on the stove. I need to take them off. I need to take me some garbage downstairs. I hate living upstairs. Because when you live upstairs, you know, sometimes that energy feeling there, get that, give you that giving energy for run downstairs. It's just like when you live all the way upstairs, all the way up. I'm like, wow. That's it. Pay the price when you upgrade sometimes. But I'm just happy. I don't have a lot of dishes. I had 2 dishes in the fridge this morning, and I went right in there, scrape out the food, and throw it in the bin. And that's it, because there was the kids left over, and I know they're not going to eat that. Something else. I want spinach for dinner, so I got to figure out what am I going to cook with that spinach. Probably going to have to go to the store. And then I want to drop that big one off and see if I could go washing today. Because if I could go washing while he's at his camp there, then that would be good. You know? So, yeah. And then I got to call this place to book the appointment. I know they're not going to get to give me an appointment for today because they said they have to set it where they can send me to the place. They are 2 locations. So I know I won't get one appointment today, but I can set it up for schedule for next week. So I can get that out the way because, well, we can't sign the paper yet. We have to wait anyway. But they have to do their part before we sign. Make sure that means if there's an error, they can fix it. So, yeah. And then for the other part of it, so, whew, slowly but surely. I learned this word from the African, and they say poly poly. Poly poly. So poly poly means slowly. Poly poly. So slowly, slow. And in Spanish, I think despacito means slow. Despacito. So slow. Poli poli, despacito. Poli poli. So we going on. Poli poli. You know, and back in the old days, people used to ask somebody, how you feeling? Poli poli. So so. Going on, so so. I still don't understand what they mean by so so. I never get to ask my grandmother what they mean by so so. Like they do their hands on go so so. How you doing so so? Like so so. Still didn't ask why they what they meant by so so. So so. Mean nothing. I guess meaning nothing, not really happening. It's just same old, same old. That's what I'm thinking. But it could have many meanings. You know what I mean? So so could mean that hey, no funds in the pocket, so that's it. So so, so so empty. No meat. So I don't know. I never get to ask my grandmother anything. So yeah. So poly poly. Washing up these irritating dishes. And then I need to go buy me some fork. Cause the other day I took out 3 forks. Now I don't see. I only see 1 fork now. They went on vacation. There are more. I have another spoon now, but all the forks are gone. So I gonna have to top up my silverware again with forks. Cause the little one, he loves to eat with fork. He's a little pro. Mama, fork, mama, I need fork. So he know what he wanna eat. He said, Mama, I need fork. He don't got the fork. He said, I told you I need the fork. I'm like, okay, okay. But if you keep throwing them in the bin, and you won't get no fork. That's what I'm saying. You keep throwing them in the bin. But yes, yes, yes. Crazy King, wake up this morning, giving God thanks and praise. Get our skin routine done. Not now skin routine. Get our face cleansed. Now she a cleanse our dishes. Wanna clean, wanna wash up the dishes. I know that once you wash the dishes, the kitchen looks so much more beautiful. Because it's like when you have dirty dishes in the kitchen, they just circle around all over the place and you're like, good God of grace, when are you going to get up, mom? The dishes like, girl, if you don't leave me alone, girl, leave me alone, you know what I mean? The dishes be telling me, leave me alone. You know? Because the dishes say, you pick me up and eat out of me, not me eat out of you, you eat out of me. And then telling me about irritating dishes. Crazy queen. But such is life, say go. Say go. But I feel good though, family, because a couple months back I was feeling so drained and everything, and I kept praying about a lot of stuff. And I am shocked from, I was telling my sister from the other day, I noticed I'll be getting up so early now, even when I go to bed late. When I mean early, sometimes I go to bed late, I still wake up by about 7:38 or so, and that's a good thing. And then my son too, sometimes if he hungry, he gonna wake me up too. But I feel good, not in that phase where I was feeling so sad and down, especially in the last couple months in June. Yes, man, that month really wore me down because of all the things that was unforeseen that was happening. You know what I mean? A lot of stuff, I have to attend this function that was not on beyond my wildest dream, was not in my control, and everything. And still don't know the outcome of that because who we wanted to see never showed up. But at the same time, is when my father lay to rest. Actually, I was able to get a sigh of relief and just where I could just take that deep breath and just breathe and say, okay, you know what I mean? It was not in my control at all, still not, you know what I mean? And just to see how finally, I think 2 weeks ago or so, I noticed after I think after my father just laid to rest week before last, the end of the month. Yeah. Then after he passed away and they laid to rest, then I start to, gain back some strength because that wore you up, man. Losing a parent, say I wouldn't wish it on nobody, man. I'm telling you, it's like it's just a different feeling, and it's not one that is explainable. It's one that if you don't know what you're doing, it's just you just push yourself backwards instead of push yourself forward. You know what I mean? If you don't know what you're doing, because sometimes life hit you so hard, whether they were in your life or not in your life, but just the mere fact that you say, "Wow, this is happening." You know what I mean? You know it's gonna happen one day, but it's just that wow factor that come over you that like wow. Like I watch this girl on YouTube and she said, "Are you serious right now?" I just literally hear my voice, my head saying, "Are you serious right now?" You know what I mean? You have no control over it. And I'm telling you, I was so down, but just fighting that down feeling is a good thing. I know I was down. I know at one point I just felt like I didn't even want to do nothing. I just want to either just come, cook, eat, clean up, spend a good time with the kids or no time with them at all, which is the truth. You know what I mean? And just have them do this, do that, and just chill and just chat because it was a whole lot. And then especially knowing the fact that I was not gonna be there to say, "Hey, Dad, I'm here. May your soul rest in peace, and I love you." Get that last evil look at him or anything in terms of physical present. Because nothing like the present moment. That's why you hear people say, as long as you're present in your children's life and they know you're present, it's a win-win situation because nothing like the present. You know, it's like holding somebody's hand. You know what I mean? And you can't get to hold their hand or anything. You say, "I'm glad you're doing better now." Yes, sit up back. Because I'm telling you, it's not a nice feeling. Anybody who lost a parent, no, it's not a nice feeling. Plus, before, while he was going through with his cancer battle and everything, we used to be on the phone as often as we could to cheer him up and everything. And then when my sister gave me the scoop that my father had stage 4 cancer, I'm like, what? When did daddy know that he had cancer? You know, because I'm the curious one now. I'm like, then daddy never say nothing or anything. And then by the time he found out, I asked my uncle now, and my uncle was saying that the doctor had gave him a letter a while back, and I said, "Man, out there, if you know something, you go doctor and something right with you, so please do follow-ups. Make sure you do your follow-ups. Don't just get the letter or get this and just put it on because rainy day ain't gonna wait for you. You have to make rainy day be your day, okay? Rainy day ain't gonna wait for you. You know, it's like you say, "Oh, I'm waiting for rainy day," but if you don't have nothing in rainy day fun, then rainy day ain't gonna happen for you. You see what I'm saying? So just picture your life like that when you say you put money aside and you save and all these things. But your life is also a saving as well. You know what I mean? So bear in mind that you have to take these things serious. I know a lot of men is scared to go to the doctor, get checked and all these things, and sometimes you're worried about the wrong thing, like anything out there. If you need help will be out there. You know what I mean? Because when he get the letter, he had it for over a year, I think they said. And it's one day my uncle and his wife was talking to my dad, and he said the doctor had given him some letter to go back here and there, and he put it down and never think nothing of it. And then one day he just realized that he can't walk. All of a sudden he just can't walk. You know, all of a sudden he just start getting down, getting down. And when I tell you that thing get my poor daddy down so fast, he in pain. I remember one night I called him and he said, "My daughter," me said, "Daddy, how you doing?" He said, "I'm here in pain, man." But he said, "Just be on the phone with me, kind of give him look of strength, you know what I mean?" So I'm telling you, so it's not easy. It's not easy, man. We were on the phone and joking around with him and all these things. And then he had a person there who was taking care of him. So big shout out to her, you know what I mean, for taking care of my dad while we were there, while we were away. So a big shout out there, you know what I mean? That is nice. That is very nice. So he was well taken care of there for the little time he had after he found out, somebody was there to take care of him. So that was very good. You know what I mean? My sisters, two sisters, they take turn in paying his bills, helping out also. So that was good. But you can thank God for the opportunity to speak to him, because sometimes people don't even get that to celebrate what you was given. Yes, man. Yes, man. And I'm glad that, the final word, the final thoughts are left with me. And I remember sitting up back and telling him that little did I know that, well, I could tell that he was traveling, but I didn't know how long he was going to travel for that day. And I remember when my sister called me from Florida, and she said, "Sis, my dad is sick, so and so." I was calling my other sister, and that is the first time we calling the other sister and wasn't getting through to her. She normally answered the phone. I would never get through to her that day. And we get through to her the following day. She said, "Girl, I was so tired, come from work, I fall asleep." And I said, maybe God didn't want her to watch her father like that. And me and my little sister was on the phone communicating with the person who was the caretaker and the person who they put in charge to take care of my dad on the phone and everything. And they get into the hospital and everything. But before they get into the hospital, and then after that, I don't hear nothing more. And I said, "Daddy," I had to say 3 times, "Daddy, Daddy." And he said, "Yes, my daughter." Because he have a high volume voice, guys. You know the man with that deep pitch voice there? My daddy have one of those. His voice is very pitchy. So he said, "Yes, my daughter." And that was the biggest loud "yes, my daughter" I got from him that day. And I said, "You want to go to the hospital?" He said, "Yes, my daughter." Me said, "Daddy." And he said, "Yes, my daughter." And then after that, me said, "Daddy, remember now, I was telling him that day before he passed. I said, remember, none of us is not there. So just hold on, Daddy. Hold on, Daddy." And he said, "Yes, my daughter, I am holding on. I'm doing it." And then the last word I said to Daddy was, "Daddy, remember to pray, Daddy." He said, "I am doing it, my daughter." And that was it. Never hear another thing from him, not a word. So when I tried to say, "Let me talk to my father," they said, "That's it. His voice box is gone." Never, not another word. So he was traveling because I had to shout to get him, and then I heard the last big voice that I could say, "Yes, that's my dad." And then he was in so much pain and everything. Just a little time he got sick. The little time. Now, I can't even think if it's a year when he found out he got sick. I think it's Lord. So I'm telling you, it's no joke. So I have that memory within me. You know what I mean? I have that memory within me. And he know that we were there with him because I said, you know, we're there. And then I was on the phone all night. So it just, but that month of June, rocked me, guys. And then not only was that with my dad as well, I was dealing with something else very important that was an urgent matter as well. And as I said, I had that wasn't in my control. It was something that is a must and all these things, still attend, but I don't know the outcome of the result yet and everything. So I just have to keep doing what I gotta do. I have something else that I gotta do to add to that and everything, so I gotta do that. But it just show how the Lord works. It just show how he works. But I'm telling you, losing appearance is not a nice feeling. And I'm so happy before he passed, he had given his life to God. I get to understand. So that was beautiful and everything. And he was also a praying father as well. So, he have his ups and downs. Everybody had a fair share of ups and downs. I will not have my father's fat to fry me because that's his life. He lived his life. Now his life, his chapter is closed. It's me now left on earth as a child to say, make it right for me, myself, and I. You know what I mean? Not to worry about anybody else who don't want to make it right. When time is right for them, they will make it right. So it's for me to make it right. You know what I mean? So that if I say, "Oh, I want to see Jesus someday," I can go see him. You know what I mean? I can't worry about the world, and I can't worry about what daddy never do and what mommy never do and all these things. Then I'm going to live through the eyes of what mommy never do, what daddy never do. So I'm saying make use of everything because it's not a nice feeling when that thing hit your door. And worse, if some of you are very close with your parents, it's not a nice feeling. You're down for a while, so make use of those opportunities. That's all I can say, because time wait and no man, okay? Time wait and no man. No man at all. Time wait also. Just make use of all those opportunities that you have. You know, you have your parents, they sick. Call them every day if you can. I used to call my dad every day until one day my sister said, "You're calling dad, but dad can't answer the phone. He no longer can't answer the phone. His strength is losing. They build a string where he could pull himself up if he want to talk to us. Boy, Jamaican creative enough. In my dad house, we were calling him on camera and talk to him so he could see our face, talk to his grandkids and everything. And they put a string in the ceiling for him, where if he there by himself and he need to ease up himself to just sit up or anything or eat anything, he had this string where he could pull himself up. Hey, that creative, I'm telling you, Jamaican, creative man. Oh my God, I'm telling you, they're creative. So they did something where he could pull himself up and answer the phone. So if he hear the phone ringing and he was laying down, or it was close by, he could just pull himself up when he could and get the phone and answer the phone. You know what I mean? But in the latter part, he couldn't get to answer the phone. But I remember one night I spent hours a night with him on the phone till 2, because he said, "My daughter, I was in pain." But I said, "Okay, daddy, this is what I'm going to tell you to do now. I'm going to be on the phone with you. And if you need to sleep, go to sleep." He talk with me until he ready to sleep. And I say, "If you need to sleep, sleep, daddy. I will hang the phone up. You don't have to worry, daddy. I will just hang the phone up." And when I hear you get a little ease or so, I felt good. Then my sister called me in the morning because he check on dad in the morning. And my sister said, "Hey, my dad said you were on the phone all night with him." Yes, man, I bleached because if I'm far away and I can't do nothing to say hold your hand and say, this song say hold my hands today, I pray. I can't hold your hand. So at least what I can do is be emotionally present with you within your moments. You know what I mean? While you're going through it, you know that even though I'm not there physically, but you could still hear my voice and know that someone is there with you, even though they're not actually present right there to say, take your hand, feed you, change you, or do whatever you need to get done for you. You know what I mean? So I was there on the phone, man, you know, with him that night, sitting on the phone, making sure he was all right. And he said, "My daughter, thank you for that." Because sometimes you could tell he was crying. I remember one day my sister said my dad was crying. And I said, "Why?" And he was worried about a lot of things, you know what I mean? Because, sometimes when you have your life and you don't make certain preparation or reservation for your afterlife or so, then you don't want to feel daunting on your children or so. But he get a beautiful funeral without, you know, my sisters, they're struggling themselves, but they stepped up, and my uncles and so forth, and whosoever could step up, they really stepped up and helped him so he could get a nice burial. And all the things that he had wished for was his colors and everything and so forth. My other sister bring down his clothes for him to be buried in, his favorite cologne, and all these things, you know what I mean? So he get a proper burial regardless, you know what I mean? So he maybe was worried to say he don't want to stress us out because he know things not so great and everything. But guess what? They say what God put together, let no man destroy it. And no matter how the world gonna look at you or judge you when you don't have nothing, let me tell you something. If you need to be buried, you're gonna be buried. And that's it. You just have to make your part with clay. Give your life to Christ. Make it clear before. Don't wait till it's too late. Because then that's the time your kids struggle. They struggle to bury you. They struggle with it like they can't find it. You know what I mean? And they were able to find it. Even our uncle was saying he's so proud of us, and I say you can't be proud of me because I'm not in no position. But my sister, I say, man, I have to give credit to her. And then all I did was be a standby for her. That means if she down there and if any little thing and she run short, I will already be preparing myself, to make that huge sacrifice because she made a huge sacrifice to cover all of us who could put a dime inside there, if you understand what I mean. And when she was down there, and I tell her, if you go there then and you run short of anything, mind you, it's only by faith we live in and by grace. And I said, don't be afraid. If you run short, I'm your lifeline. And that's exactly what I was. And I remember that morning my uncle called me and said, okay, so and so. And I said, all right, uncle, I got this. And I go take care of it. You know what I mean? Because it's rough. It's rough. So sometimes you might not able to do as much as you can, but if somebody feeling for you and do what they have to do, be a standby just in case of anything. Cause a lot of things get so expensive nowadays. Things not that cheap no more. Sometimes you might have $2 and say, oh, you think that gonna cover you, but when you actually go there, you realize that all that not gonna cover you. You know what I mean? So even if you can help with your sister to do whatever they have to do or contribute, be like they ask you, can you be a lifeline for them? Standby. Then you be a standby. Not necessarily mean that they have to need you to anything, but they say, can you be a standby? That's how you support. So you work with family so you can cover what you need to cover. You know what I mean? And that was what I was able to do. Be a standby for her. And then when she called, right away, I never even hesitate. I just said, Lord, I'm going to go by faith. And I'm going to do this by faith. You know what I mean? And here we are today. Then. So he laid to rest. That was expensive though. That's all I know. It's cheaper to live than dead. But anyway, such is life, you know what I mean? So, but I'm in a much better headspace now. I feel so much energized now. Because at first, guys, when I tell you, every time I even walk in the house, I remember that I had the last conversation with my dad, especially in the living room, because that's where I was the night before he passed. And everything, every time I get in here, I just get so down and depressed and just sit down. And I just start thinking long and deep about life, you know what I mean? And then I had to, you think, hey, guys, I go pray, I have to pray for myself. And, it was tough, you know, tough. I ain't gonna tell nobody it wasn't tough. It was tough. It's hard, you know. It's hard to the point where sometimes you just feel numb. Like you want to move and it just so numb. You know what I mean? And when I look and see, I get back half of my journey of getting up early and cleaning up back and all these things. I feel good, you know. Even though I place look shamba shamba now, but I feel so good, you know. Even yesterday I come home and after that all that day yesterday out there, I started to feel so drained and exhausted. Come home, we lay down, we chill a little bit. But I was able to come and clean up back a few things. I still have a lot to clean up, don't get me wrong. And this is a 3 bedroom with 2 kids and myself, you know. So it's not easy. But I still come home and did something and make sure we eat something. They're not easy, so I feel good family, I feel real good. I was talking to somebody that I speak to every now and then about something. And I was saying, I kind of feel a little bit more better, a sigh of relief. And then at the time, what was going on after, while he, I think, was it before he passed or after he passed? I don't remember if I had the information before or after. And then everything just crumbled right there. You know what I mean? So, and that's one of the things we have to go from the unexpected events, the events that you're not going to see coming at you though, because they're tough, man. Especially losing a parent. I can tell you that's not a feeling that you want. Nope, 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 nope. It's not a feeling. And if you're not feeling wonderful when you lose that parent, it's okay, bro. It's okay, brother. It's okay, sister. I can tell you. I understand. 100% understand. I know. Not easy. Not an easy task. It's tough. The whole I even got this paperwork and I say I'm going to do this and I'm going to do that. And every time I take those paperwork up, I was not in the mood to do it. I was not in the right space, meaning that I just going to do it. I couldn't even think. And just the other day, I just grab the paper and take it up. And I find myself just fill out the paper. And I was saying, whoa, I didn't even have nothing much to do. But at that time, the way my head was so loaded with so much going on, the emotion of dealing with the loss of a parent and all the things else that was happening in between that I had to attend that was not in my control, that worked me up as well. And a lot of stuff, even though I don't know the outcome of that yet. But when I know the outcome, I will let you guys know. But I have known the outcome of that yet. But I have some other stuff that I need to take care of, while that outcome is still don't know yet, unknown yet. You know what I mean? But it just goes to show that, man, I'm telling you, I have to say thank God for his health and strength, and for everybody out there who, praying and, you know, because when you think you're by yourself and doing everything by yourself, you're not by yourself. People out there praying, direction, governance, you know, guidance, protection. I mean, somebody out there praying, just like you're praying for yourself, somebody out there praying. What this song was it say? Somebody's praying, Lord, come by here. Oh, Lord, come by, man. We might not think so, but somebody literally out there praying. You know what I mean? But I can tell you, family, love your parents because it's not a nice feeling. And if you're one of those person who can't get to see your family or so, no more tapping up. There is no more laughter or nothing. You're gonna remember the good memories, but that's it. You know, that's it. You only gonna remember the good memories. That's it. That's it, family. You ain't gonna remember. You ain't gonna have no phone call to make or everything. So I can't tell you guys, it's not easy. So make use of your time with your parents. Use your parents. It's a tough one when you lose a parent. It's a very tough one. I don't wish that one on nobody. That's a tough one, family. When I say tough, that one is like it take out the whole of your medulla oblongata. Your esophagus, everything you take out, you're not hungry no more. Okay, your food go down to your esophagus. You're not hungry no more and all these things. I'm telling you, it take a whole lot from you, man. Huh? So you better love your parents. Love them because a lot of people, I used to watch this movie once with Gabrielle Union. At the time, I didn't even know she was Well, she just married to Wayne recently, but I used to watch her in a movie, and her name was Gabrielle in the movie. We always love her with those teeth of hers, and she was in Tyler Perry movie, and we used to watch it in Jamaica or something. I forgot the name of that movie, and she was one of the highty-tighty daughter of her mother. So her mother had cancer in the movie. I forgot that lady voice, and she's so humble in the movie. What's that lady? And she had full eye, and she really can act. And she said, "Oh, I'm not feeling well. Oh yes." And that's how she would be talking in the movie when she was acting that role, that part. And Gabrielle was the rich daughter, the quote unquote rich daughter, because she had a good job, she had a good education and everything uptight. And I think she's a lawyer too in the movie. She was a lawyer. She was so well poised and uptight, and you could tell she was acting that role and she owned that role. And then her sister was working in this restaurant, and the sister called her over to say, "Hey, mom is in the hospital, mom sick, mom need all of us and everything." But they were the one who was poorer than her, the rich uptight sister, and she felt like she was beneath them, and I think she had some discrepancy with her mom. I forgot the name of that Tyler Perry movie, but if anybody know it, I forgot the name of it. But anyways, but Gabrielle Union is the one who was playing the uptight sister in the movie when her mother had cancer. And they said mom is well sick, but they didn't tell her anything yet. 'Cause the mother had asked them not to tell her anything. And when she finally found out that her mother had cancer, I'm telling you should go watch about that movie. When she found out her mother had cancer and see how she behaved, because at first she was thinking everybody beneath her. She was going on like she have everything together and everything. But little did you know, she was cursing at her husband, even though she was cheating at the same time. So she was triple uptight, and all these things. But I'm telling you, man, I'm telling you. That was a good movie. So you gotta love your parents, man. They get sometimes you and them out to go collide because agree with their principles or anything after you grow older, or agree with some of the things they're saying. But you gotta look into yourself, baby. Gotta look into yourself. Because if you don't look into yourself, when death come, then you're gonna start looking to yourself. It's too late. Because when death come around, people start to look at yourself differently. You know what I mean? Yes, man. You look at life differently. It's like when a baby born, everybody look at that baby and say, "Oh, you're so cute." When death comes, is like it's painful. Yet alone, you have to bear that. You know what I mean? So make sure you love your parents. Sometimes you're not going in line with everything they say, but that's not that. They know all their children not going to be in line with them, you know. But make sure, because it's not easy. You know, we're not forcing you to go out there and do things that you can't afford to do for your parents, but do the little you can, a little phone call, even if you're not close by them, a little phone call or something. Do what you can, because that's gonna let them know how much you care. You know, sometimes you don't want to talk every day. We understand, but it is life. It is life. Listen, life come and goes when you really want to know the truth of being told. So it's life, family. So that's what we have to make use of, life. We can't make use of this stuff that is not life. You know, so that's what we have to understand. Make use of the life we got. Yes. They say life is too short. You know what I mean? That's I got family, but I'm finally getting. I'm gonna make me an egg sandwich. I'm finally getting back some energy and everything, and I'm very much grateful for that. I'm very much grateful for that, because I'm telling you, the month of June, and nothing even before the month of June. Because when my sister, I said, oh, I'm calling that and then I answer the phone. What happened? And she start whispering to me, because apparently they didn't really want me to know nothing much. Because they know I'm not there and I might be able to stress, because, you know, so many different factors, you know what I mean, that's affiliated with me and so forth. So they didn't really want to tell me much. I might eat an egg sandwich and vegetable this morning myself. Yes, man, egg sandwich is nice. You know what I do nowadays? I put 2 eggs in the pot and make it combine together. And then when I done, I do the folding method with it. And then put the cheese in the middle, so that way it melts nice and easy. So when you do the egg like that, and it melts real nice and easy, beautiful. I had egg slice and the egg done. Yeah. Oops, and it melts so nice and easy. So, and then put the cheese in the middle. So you know when you have cheese in your food and it not melt, it don't really entice you. I like when the cheese kind of melt in there. You know, I'm using this. This is almost done. I like this. And we using olive oil. Even using olive oil too, family. I feel much better using that than regular oil. You know, my body's not so feeling the brunt of nothing since I start with olive oil. So I know they have what they on the market. They must say, oh, this olive oil is better, this olive oil is better. I just use olive oil. I bless that olive oil I use. Quick and fast. Let me get that. So egg sandwich. Oop. I put my lemon pepper on your family for this. You see? I need to take my Provigen again. I'll be forgetting. Yes, man. So I do like this family. So when I'm done, when I'm doing the folding method, when I fold this piece, it come over here when I put it. So that's what I do. Oops, it break. Oh my God. It's broken this morning. It's broken. But we're going to fix it. Don't worry. We're going to fix it. But normally it will be broken and then you put the cheese in the middle of it and then it tastes so good. Yeah. And put the cheese in there. Come on. And then you just put the cheese on there. And then it's like a burger. You know, you do burger where you have the double meat or whatever. And that's what I do with it. And put the cheese on there. And then my son like it like that. Okay? My big son, he don't like a lot of the meat. So I do this and then drain it. Even though this is olive oil, drain it. You see? And the cheese is in there. Cheese is in the middle. And then when you drop it now, you drop like a sandwich. Let me show you what I'm talking. See? Hold on. And then it look like a sandwich, you see? Because the cheese is in the middle melting right there. Oops. You see the cheese in the middle there melting? Yeah. So when you drop it like that and stuff like that, then it's nice and the cheese. I put another slice on the bottom. And then the cheese is in the middle there melting. So that's what it's doing. And then I just cover it. Hold on, put me here. And this is yummy. I eat one yesterday too. So my son like the egg sandwich. He not a meaty kind of person. You give him the meat and he carry it right back. So I'm not with him. The little one will eat the meat. The big one not. Yeah. The big one not eating that. So egg sandwich. And then if you want, you can put vegetable in there if you want. Yeah. But I just give it to them the way they eat it. I can make the vegetable another day summer. However, I don't want to waste my vegetable. I rather when they're home, I know they're going to eat the vegetable because I'm going to make sure they eat it. You see what I'm saying? So when they go out like this, they're playing songs like that. Or sometimes kids out and they're playing. And you will send the food with them and they're not going to eat it. Because they want to be interested in more plays. Like, what they call it? The dinosaur versus the potty. You remember that thing there when you want to teach children how to go potty training? You read the dinosaur versus the potty book. Yes, ma'am. That book is so nice. And the dinosaur, he had everything you want. His sandwich, you have the game, you trying to play the game or anything. And he know you want to pee. And he just kept playing all the game, with all his bladder so full. It's a nice book to help you teach children about the dinosaur version. Oh yes, he love it. He love it. He get to swim because from when he told me, because at first he used to scare the water, and then he told me, Mama, please, Mama, you need to get me into swimming. I need to learn to swim. So with the camp, they get to go in the computer lab. They get to go in the court, in basketball court, go play basketball or whatever. They get to go outside, and in the evening when I pick him up, now the final part of it is swimming. So he get to be in the water. So I give him his vest and I give him my swimming trunks, and he goes swimming his trunks and everything. So that's nice. So he loved it. And he hugged me up, Mommy. He said, "You're the best mom ever." I said, "Why you calling me the best mom and not the best mom? Look how miserable I am." He said, "No, Mama. You try to make sure you try to do your best, Mama, to make sure everything." I love when he said, "Mama." It's so sweet. And when your kids say, "Mama," oh, I don't know if anybody know how sweet that is. Yeah, you look at kids, whether they're big or old, you hear they say, "Mama." You know how you feel? Mama. It feels so good even if you don't even feel like a mama. Because sometimes mama can be disgusting because I can be very disgusting. You know what I mean? I just mean for real. Sometimes I can be very disgusting. You probably be as a mama, like, I wish I don't have her as my mama. But then again, you realize she's only putting the best interest forward. You know what I mean? You gotta be real with yourself. You know what I mean? Be real and everything. And he said, "Mama, you're the best mom ever. Thank you so much." Even when the car break down, and when the car break down, I didn't expect the car was gonna break down after getting it fixed. You know what I mean? And I was laying down that night, and I was saying, Lord, first thing, your mind is something else, though, family. The first thing come to my mind was, should I cancel the summer program? And then I remember the day before I had told the computer man that, well, I need a bicycle to ride because so when I had the car, I said, I need a bicycle to ride. And he said, you want one now? Because I got to get another stocking. So you want one now? I said, yes, I need a bicycle. And the one he was giving, I said, nope, I don't want that one. I said, I want that one over there. He said, you sure you want that one? I said, yes. And the one he gave me, man, I'm telling you, lifesaver, because I able to carry the baby on it. You guys see it, I show it to you and everything. And I said, you know what? I'm going to challenge myself to make sure my son get to that game, because it's just for half a day. Because the one I wanted to get him in was from 8 to 5. That one I couldn't get him in because when I went there it was too late. So that one would be a good one. So for next year summer camp, I make sure I'm gonna try get him in the one from 8 to 5. That's the one I'm gonna aim for, so that he have a whole full day camp ahead of him to do anything. You see what I'm saying? And I ride the bike. And I had to challenge myself because at first, the first thought that come was to cancel his program. So your mind works. The first thing that comes to my mind was to say, oh, since the car is done, I need to cancel. And I heard a voice say, just challenge yourself. Even though my knees pay the price, people, even though they still pay the price, but I had to literally challenge myself. And I challenged myself, and you see the journey. You see, the other day took me almost an hour to get home back, and then I have to take almost an hour to get back. So you see, it's a tough challenge every day. 4 days of the week, it's a tough challenge. It's a tough challenge. So, but I take it on, and he loved it, and that's a good part of it. When I saw him, if I'm going to do something for him, and I saw that he loved it, ooh, I'm all in for it. Because now I know, and I don't have to be forcing him into it. You know what I mean? He loved it, and that was a good part of that. That he loved it. So that was that was really amazing to me. He loved it. So, and he only complained he told me the other day, yesterday, I think it was yesterday. He said, Mama, when I'm in the water playing, the kids keep dunking at me in the water, like push your head down in the water. And I said, nope, they can't do that. They can't do that. And I said, you also, because I go in there one day and I stood there and watched him the following day. And I saw how they were playing, and they play rough. These kids have his head out. I say, no, remember, you can't swim. So you got to use your voice, because you cannot swim. I don't care if the water is not too much, so I don't believe in the head. You're pushing people head underwater, and you know they can't swim. I don't play that game, because that's my firstborn. I don't know how would I take that. But anyway, whether firstborn, secondborn, thirdborn, that's my child, you know what I mean? So I told him that, and he was saying, oh, they're splashing water in my face. I said, well, you don't like water in your face? No, you get water in your face. And I let him know that getting water in your face, nothing wrong with it, because if they're playing with you, people technically water will splash water in your face or anything, because they're playing around. They want to play with you or so. But like pushing your head down in water and you can't swim, no, because it don't take not much for you to drown. You know what I mean? Don't take nothing much. Just a little bit of water can drown you. Saint right now in the bathtub and you're in the water, see what happens. Okay? And nobody is there to help you. And then you will know if you look a bit of water can drown you. Because all you gotta do is just knocked out and then slipped away and then snoring and then inhaling all that water. By the time you realize what's happening, you already drowned. You understand? By the time help already come, you already cold. So, a little bit of everything can drown you. So. But he loved it, and that's good. And now I get back the car, so I don't have to get up and say, oh, I'm in a rush, I'm in a rush. Thank you, Lord. Thank you. Yesterday when he walked out the door yesterday, I don't go trying to go pick him up. He said, Mommy, where's your bicycle? I'm like, boy. He said, Mommy, where's your bicycle? So he kept riding, and he said, Mama. So he thought it was my elderly brother in church brother. They go pick us up. Okay, he dropped us over there a few times. He said, Mama, where's your bicycle? That was hilarious though, eh? Because he know that's what I used to drop him off in the morning time. And then he ride his bicycle. And he towed the little one. So that was hilarious. That was hilarious, something. But let me go get him up. It's 9:55, and your girl chats so much. Sometimes she chat off her time, eh? Chat off her time and everything. But I want to say thanks to each and every one, and I'm here, and I'm gonna go on do what I gotta do. I don't want to procrastinate too much, because I see sometimes every now and then a little bit of procrastination coming in my way, and I have to try to swim it out my way. You know what I mean? By challenging myself, because it's never easy when you're a single mom. Even if you're not just a single mom, it's never easy when you're alone by yourself to do everything by yourself. Sometimes you want a cooked meal and you don't want it from yourself. Sometimes you know them kind of way. You want a home cooked meal, but sometimes you don't want it from yourself. Sometimes you just want somebody to just cook you a meal. You know what I mean? Not to say you can cook something up for yourself, whip it up real quick. But sometimes you just need that relaxation moment and just say, okay, here you go. You know, apart from the restaurant. Somebody said, but you could go to a restaurant to eat. But just a home cooked meal. Just what I'm saying. But anyway, what good family? Chatterbox is out for today because she chats so much. Me don't know why. Me don't know what she get for chatting them from, you know. Eh? Me need to go be one lawyer because me chat too much. So me supposed to can win a couple case. Fun facts, I've always wanted to be a lawyer. So I might need to go be a lawyer because when you chat so much, man, you have a duty to do. You probably a lawyer job. I need to go be a lawyer. Your Honor, according to such and such, and when you look in the act of whatever, C 212C says state that so and so, blah blah blah. I might need to, chatterbox need to be lawyers, man. I'm telling you, you must get win a couple cases. Eh? Gotta be well versatile to be a lawyer though, because you gotta be well experienced, knowledgeable about your area of study, because you don't want to go to court and up in there in a suit with one hand back with the suit and yeah, questioning people. You know, let me go. I can chat the box there. Hey, we are going out. We are going. Go on, man. Chat too much. Have a good day, people. Chatterbox out. For real now. Chatterbox gone. Bye bye. You chat too much, man. My